Hello and welcome to my channel. I am the Queen of Clovers, the Queen of Wands. Name for my patron, beloved Bridget. This is a general reading for our lovely Libra. Queen of Swords, featured as the Queen of Swords in the Beautiful Creatures deck. I have your card here for the card of intentions. Boy, you are serious. I love that card. This is going to be a multi-spread read. I will timestamps in the box below. Every time I switch a deck, these are the decks that are going to be used. Please take what is yours, leave out all the rest, and don't try and don't force the reading to fit you, but definitely hang around for some general spirit message and maybe some narrative therapy. Let's get to it. I'm ready to go. How about you? Oops. Let's pull this closer so we can make sure we record those timestamps. And here we go, Libra. Here we go. Starting with the Woodland Wardens, I'm going to pull a card for you. I'm going to take my time here. Pull a card for you and a card for your person. Of course, this is a love reading, but I'm going to get some details, ask some more questions. Card for you and a card for yours. Ooh, that's a card of a lot of people. Libra, you could have a lot of people approaching you right now for nothing. Do you have people approach you ever and they're like, hi, and they kind of like, bye? It seems like people might be approaching you and being a little nervous to speak further. Libra, let's see what we got. Oh, and there's a card for your person. Okay. The card for Libra is, ooh, the snake and the fern, starting over. I think people are a little shocked by you. Starting over. Some people might be again. And you laugh because you're like, well, why not? Starting over isn't always bad. Starting over too much can be bad. It's very fresh and invigorating. It is freeing. It is, I feel with the snake, I feel like a lot of people are releasing things from their hands. Like when you're a mom, you know, your hands are full. This is like having no hands because you really don't have things that need to be carried. You're in the safety and the shade of the fern. I feel like this is okay for Libra. It's not a big deal. Starting over. Spirit is saying, Libra, a lot of us, the starting over that you're dealing with is actually natural starting over. Like if you're a teacher, the end of the school year comes, a new school year starts. If you're in accounting, you know, you have a financial year closing. A lot of businesses, I'm in construction and I'm not necessarily in accounting, but I do have to close every month. I do have deadlines that I have to follow that cycle through every month. I have deadlines that cycle through maybe annually or every 6 months or every quarter. And this is one of those natural starting over points that it's like, thank God that one's over. I feel like it's that fresh start. There may be some systems in place for you to take this starting over a little next level because it seems like this starting over is a breath of fresh air and Spirit's like, boy, did you learn a grip load with that starting over with the snake and the fern. I have your person here, the caiman and the poppy. This is dreams. The person chasing you right now or bumping into you right now is also coming to a close in things, but they're kind of waiting on it. The caiman and the poppy are about being, being submerged in something, completely surrounded, or even worse, almost drugged to the point of poison with something. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a physical substance or as directly linked as I've just used the words poisoned or inundated. This is definitely a very spiritual feeling. And when it comes to loving you, your person might be seeming a little off in a way. That's because they are mired and enmeshed in something that isn't quite you. And they can't get out of it just yet. Don't worry. They are thinking of you while they sleep, Libra. All right, I'm going to get some clarity for you, my lovely Libra, my lovely snake and fern. I want to start with asking questions, if you don't mind, Libra. Let me make sure I'm using the right side of the deck. I'm going to start with the Affirmators Tarot. I do have trouble saying that, but it's like one of my favorite decks. I don't know, probably because it's purple. Libra. It's a celebratory deck as well. Nine of Swords. This is an ending. You're starting over, and that's because you're leaving behind, because that's what I was saying. What are you leaving behind? Anxiety, boredom, and boredom that has brought you this energy of the Queen of Cups. You're leaving behind anxiety and boredom, and you are leaving with a new sense of emotional control. Oh yes, emotional control. I mean, who else could control emotions and water more than a mermaid with a glass of something sweet to drink? You're coming out as the Queen of Cups after this go. You're willing to go it again almost. Some of you would do it again because of who you've become. You may not have ended up exactly where you wanted to be, but you ended up exactly how Spirit felt. It's like, I'm thinking of that Christina Aguilera song, Fighter. Like, thanks for making me a fighter. Because, yo, I wouldn't have known that. This is thanks for making me realize that love. Thanks for making me realize my heart. My heart. That's from Blue October. Okay. All right, there is something that you weren't too sure about. Something that you may have thought was funky. With the Seven of Swords, it's usually some kind of deceit that you're feeling. But in this case, it feels like you just felt something was rotten in Denmark. And I don't think you received a lot of confirmation. I feel like you're receiving confirmation that something is true and certain, and there's a little passion behind it, a little excitement behind it. This is like rumors of attention, rumors that somebody might have the attention for you, and they just want to be your otter and hold hands and float around all day with the Six of Cups, with the Lovers here. It's a Gemini card, actually. I'm waiting for Spirit to answer because they're the ones that told me that this is like rumor. Spirit doesn't like to talk about gossip, even though it is very important. My spirit guides don't like to talk about gossip. So every time I talk about gossip or some way you found out information, or you're kind of starting out on something that's a little less unknown, they just really feel like you can easily come into love right now and happily love. Well, Spirit is just nice about that, but I'm going to have to say, so where is it? Where is it, Spirit? I don't mind asking. Where is it? There's a lot of dreaming going on, but there's going to be a jackpot hit. Look, your heart's still a little busted with some things, Libra. Again, remember I told you your lover was only dreaming about you? Yeah, they are in your dreams. There is some kind of sure thing that's coming in, even though there's a dreamy kind of oriented feeling about this. With the Star, a lot of air cards, like fellow air signs around you, Libra, just being like, it's okay, you can dream what you need to dream, because those are going to pave the way to Ten of Pentacles success. A lot of us are finding out ways to reach that Ten of Pentacles, and this Ten of Pentacles is do not give up on your dreams. You've already had to mourn, Libra. As we age, we already have to mourn giving up our Olympic dreams and our dreams about being these great things and catching the biggest fish. But Spirit is saying you don't have to give up on everything. But I'm like, what's the holdup? If love is everywhere, man, it's still in your dreams. There is, I'm going to get clarity on this, the Star and the Ten of Pentacles, Spirit, because if that's the way to our dreams, security, and love, what do we need to do? Be more giving and receiving. This, you need to be in a relationship that is less giving, that in somebody that's going to invest in you. You always invest in relationships. You need somebody to invest in you. Spirit is recommending some kind of a business plan, which is really out of the blue. But Libras, if you can get somebody to invest in your company and your dreams, it will actually change your love life, is the message here, because you're going to, if somebody invests in you physically, they say that that you're going to realize that you're worth investing in love. And so you're going to actually have those love investments come in as well. I'm like, that was like convoluted, but Spirit's been convoluted with me lately. I'm going to pull from the Teddy Tarot here to get some clarity on this dreaming, Cayman and Poppy. I'm just going to make sure your person's not a drug addict too, since that's an issue these days. I hope not, because they're thinking about marriage with you. I do have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Cayman and the Poppy is not somebody who can invest in you because they are absolutely distracted by drugs. And I always, when I get two in a row reverse, I always check my deck because I must have it upside down, right? All right. They cannot invest in you, and that is because they are in a cold war. Just because they think they really want to marry you, they want to make this permanent, they want to see you in the morning, noon, and night at bedtime, but they can't invest in you because they're in some kind of cold war. These are like frozen assets or what have you. Unfortunately, Spirit is saying that some of you, not many of you, but some of you, frozen assets is a red flag for this person's trying to rip you off. A person with frozen assets is not a safe person to date. Right now, you're just preventing, all right, right now, you're just preventing things from, I'm sorry, not you, your person is preventing upheaval. You may actually be helping and enabling this preventing of upheaval and holding on to whatever they can, and maybe just trying to talk it out or find a way to look at things differently, because this person is really going through some tough things. And I hear my baby, well, it's not my baby, my nephew baby, calling me in the background, and he does say, he calls me auntie now. He's only a year and a half, and he calls me auntie. He says auntie, and it's so beautiful, and it's something to hold on to. And I think your person is only holding on to those things. Now, this is really a tough call, especially right now in a world where people be complaining that women have jobs when masculine or feminine. There's something about this person. Okay, they're going to have to start it out just like you. But let me see. Ooh. This Cayman and Poppy is sleeping on you, man, because they're going through a tough time. They're actually going to try and regroup and do the same thing over again with the Fool and the Death card in reverse. Not only that, they may try and do it with the same people. If you have been in a cycle with this person, as in, you know, you date for 2 months, everything's good, and then you fight, and then you break up, and then you date for another 2 months, and then everything's good, and then you fight, and then you break up, and it just keeps cycling back and, you know, continuously. This is not the person to hang on to, because this person looks like they cycle through. I'm just going to prevent the whole tower, which sounds all well and good, but this person is hanging on by a precious thread of lightning even, because they're going to, again, take the same journey, expecting different results, expecting magic to happen. This is the double-sided card. It is a card of, not necessarily dishonesty, but a card of, Spirit ain't going to say, but Spirit usually doesn't have to say. When you get the double-sided card, usually you know the answer because you've done it before. Yet you're magically expecting different results. This person is magically expecting different results. They do have a lot of cards. This person does love you. There's a level of irresponsibility with this person. Like, you could have a relationship technically with this person, and the only way it's going to succeed is if you keep your finances separate, because you're going to go up, and this person is not really going to go up. They do love you. They are planning to be with you, but they are going to be defensive because of the fact that they have given up on they might have a little, you came out as the Queen of Cups, they're coming out as a true pair with the King of Cups. It sounds good, but this person is a dream stealer. This person is a dream flipper. There's so many negative cards around positive cards with this person. I can't even tell if it's like a 50-50 breakout, but Is this a warning about the poppy? What is the problem here? Yeah, it's going to take a while if you're looking for security and stability and something physical and sure with this person. It's not going to happen anytime soon because they're not learning the lessons they need to learn. Are you supposed to go out and what is my Libra supposed to do? You're supposed to exercise your options. That's awful. I didn't want it to end up that way, but it is with the Seven of Cups. Exercise all your options. Take some time to really try it out. I'm going to do the Archangel Cartomancy Libra and just see what can either, if you guys should come together or go apart. King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Well, it can be passionate, but there is not as much love and connection as you had hoped. You have the passion. You have the protection of the passion. King of Cups, Seven of Cups, and Nine of Swords. A lot of anxiety will be present. Okay, anxiety is going to be present whether or not you decide to choose this King of Cups or not, or this Cayman and Poppy. No matter what you decide, some of you, it looks like you will decide on a wedding. Some of you are also deciding on a divorce from this person, because it's hard living with somebody that is just not learning. Now, it's been sweet and adventurous at times, and it always seems like a brand new start. You may have children with this person, with the Six of Cups. Might be a baby daddy, so they did give you something passionate. It's a little dark. Unfortunately, your work is getting you somewhere. You're actually, the slow, methodical financial approach is working fine by you. You're taking your lessons and moving slowly and actually commanding things to your benefit and being able to take care of yourself, you and yours. Unfortunately, your person is not so much the same. Yeah, when it comes to them being a Pentacles, it is a burden. Really, in order to have love with this person, you've got to separate your finances. Yeah, it'll make some great sex. It'll appear great. But you could probably have some good sex and it'll actually look good together, but it's always going to feel a little bit unsettled when it comes to who's investing in who. It's just going to be a little weird. You're Libra, this is somebody you are going to have to take care of. If you're the feminine, you're going to have to be a sugar mama. Not only, okay, the problem with this person isn't so much that they have these adventures and dreams and goals and desires. You're starting over quite naturally. They're starting over because of a failure for sure. And that's not the problem at all. This person has things that make them quite interesting, but most of them are failing. And right now you're on an uprise. Have you ever had anybody steal your luck or your ability to complete tasks and functions? It's slightly disturbing to have somebody you love be in your way. And that's how it feels when a person is not very good at adulting in life. And not only that, they don't want to be good at adulting in life. I feel like you guys are coming up. You guys, whatever you're investing in is as new and fresh is the right choice. You know what the problem is? I think a lot of you, love and money, are a little too close, Libra. Spirit's like, I think you need, Spirit keeps saying you need to separate money and love. You don't always need to have your own money. I know there's a lot of dating things that are like, oh, I don't need a woman with money because she's just going to spend it on herself when she wants to run away. It's a big thing right now on the internets and the interwebs. But basically, here's the deal. When a man knows that you can't escape, that you don't have the money to leave, money or resources to leave, he can become really mean and abusive. And that's a fact. And more than one woman has said it, experienced it, and got threatened that you'll be sleeping on somebody's couch tomorrow. Trust me, I heard those things. And I'm not even sure why this person wanted me back, because I wasn't anything of value. And they put me down all the time because they could, because they knew I couldn't go anywhere without, by myself, you know. $50, sorry, it was $80 left in our shared account together. The butterfly. Don't take for granted that you guys have the, do not take for granted that you have the ability to escape bad things. Even though people are saying it's the worst thing in the world to get divorced right now. It is the worst thing in the world to get divorced right now. If I was in a loving marriage, I would happily cling to my other person. If I was in a loving relationship, I would happily cling to that other person. But being in not a loving relationship, even if it was just about chores and work, right? That old adage, that old game about complaining about chores and work. It's not, that's not what we want. We want love. And we're willing to work very hard to make sure that we can find somebody that loves us, even if they're a little shady financially. It doesn't immediately discount you entirely if you can be honest. Oh, the babies are screaming. I do have the butterfly. I'm going to read it. I love this card. I don't think I've seen this card yet. Undergoing great change and transformation. You are. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal practice, or prayer done at the same place and time will do wonders for lifting a butterfly's spirit. When in balance, a butterfly is cheerful and graceful, but when out of balance, they can be fragile and frustrated. To bring into balance, find your daily routine. And one of the ways you're going to find this person is not for you, that came in the poppy, is the amount of time they spend not working while you are accepting the discomfort of great change. That's going to be hard to take. Don't forget the snake starting and the fern starting over. Great change and transition, and this person is a change rejecter with the devil card in reverse. Be careful with yourself because you are more valuable than you're like setting yourself up for here. But Spirit keeps repeating, keep your money separate from this person. No joint bank accounts. You might want to even incorporate some of your holdings because you do have things that have value that this person could be after. But it's not necessary. I feel like I'm telling you advice. Like when my mom was dating my dad, she had a car and he had a rusty old bike. He still has that frickin' rusty old burgundy 10-speed bike, and he still rides it sometimes because that's my dad. But my mom had a car, and my uncles, her brothers, told her that he was after her car. And this is that whole reading. This is how this feels like. And Spirit's like warning you, please, please, please. But you know, they've been married for over 50 years. They've been together that long. And I think it's 50 years this year. I'm sorry. So, and I've never really seen them suffer in their marriage together. They've always been together as a team, and I've always wanted a partner myself. And I think that's just what we're all looking for. And Spirit is saying, be careful of partnering up with a person that isn't on your level. All right, Libra? Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate if the spirit moves you. Check on the box below for timestamps and a link to the weekly reading done on 4/12 or 4/10, 2023. A very good one about agency and about choice, which you've got a lot of choices here to make. But I think you're going to find your way and protect yourself. Just protect yourself because you are worth protecting. All right, thanks. Have a great one, and God bless.